Hello dear students. So hope you are all safe and fine, healthy at your home. So I hope you had gone through my last lectures. What are the dimensionals, formulas, and how to write the dimensional formulas. So we had discussed a lot and I had derived a number of formulas for you in terms of mass, length, time, current, okay, MLT. These are all. So we need to describe the dimensions in terms of fundamental quantities. So now you are all aware of how to write the dimensional formulas, how to evaluate for the dimensional formulas. So I said that no need to cram for the dimensional formulas, just go for the basic formulas and practice and write. Okay. Now using the implementation of the dimensional formulas. So where we are going to use the dimensional formulas. So for this first concept I am going to give, that is to check the correctness of the equation. So you are given some equations and of course you want to check whether its equation is given correctly or not. How you can check? So this can be checked with the help of the dimensions analysis. Okay. So see, I will do some examples for you so as to understand the concept. So see, a very basic equation you are doing also in lower classes. But thing is, now I use the dimensional analysis concept and verify that this equation is absolutely correct. Okay. So how we will do that? V square minus u square equal to 2s. You know that V and U represent the velocities, A represent the acceleration, S represent the displacement of distance. Okay. If I take the left side, suppose first of all I will take left side. So V represent velocity, U also represent velocity. So dimensional formula for both will be same. Okay. And you know that velocity is, the dimensional formula for velocity is, velocity formula is, you can also write yourself. Velocity is represented as displacement per unit time. So means velocity is displacement per unit time. So displacement is L and time is t. So what it becomes? Lt minus 1 square, then minus again u is Lt minus 1 square. So I will write it like this: L2 t minus 2 minus L2 t minus 2. Okay. So in dimensions there is no need of cancellation. We just want to represent the dimensions of overall physical quantity. So we can say that this overall left side represents a dimensional formula of L2 t minus 2. Right? This is the left side. Now we need to check that whether the right side also gives the same dimensional formula. If it gives, then it is correct. Otherwise, there may be some problem with the given equation. So I will also check with the right hand side. So now comes to the right hand side, that is 2s. So 2 is just a constant, possesses no dimensions. We can ignore this number, and A represents the acceleration. The dimensional formula for acceleration is velocity over time, that is Lt minus 2 multiplied by S. S represents the displacement. So combining L and L, L2 t minus 2. So see now, this is the left side, L2 t minus 2. This is the right side. So means left hand side equal to right hand side. And we can say that equation is dimensionally correct. So very simple questions. Only you need to practice hard for how to write the dimensional formulas. That is the main purpose only. Okay. So this is one example how to check the correctness of the equation. I will do one more example for you to understand the concept. So see, next example I will take, that is, now if I take suppose one equation for wavelength lambda, it's a h over mv. One equation I am giving, that is lambda equal to h over mv. Lambda is for wavelength. H here is called as Planck constant. M is for mass. V is for velocity. Right? It's also called as de Broglie equation. You will study in higher classes. For here, we want to only check the dimensionals concept. Okay? So we need to see that whether given equation is correct or not. Again, go like left hand side. Left hand side is lambda. Lambda is a wavelength. The wavelength is just a distance. because as per definition, it's a distance between two crests or trough. So it only dimensionally represent L. M0, L1, T0. You can also write in this way also. M0, L1, T0, because there is no dimension of M, no dimension of T. You can also write M0, L1, T0. Now, right hand side, there is mass, velocity and Planck constant. Okay. You should know about the Planck constant also. How to write the dimensional formula for Planck constant. So if I say that we have basic equation E equal to h nu for energy. Nu is the frequency. So h is given as E by nu. Right? And dimensional formula for energy is ml2 t minus 2. And nu frequency is 1 over time period. It is t minus 1. So combining all this, I will get, shifting this to upside, it becomes t plus 1 or it comes out to be t minus 1. So it is a dimensional formula for Planck constant. Okay. So in this way, questions are quite easy. Okay. So you can calculate parallelly also. There is no need of rote learning or no need of cramming the formulas. Only you need to practice hard for these dimensional formulas. Now put up the value of dimensional formula for h. ml2 t minus 1, m for mass and v for velocity, and t minus 1. Okay. Now this combining all the terms, m get cancelled, almost dimension get 0. Okay. L get 1, 2 minus 1, and t, that is again 0. See, this is for left hand side. This comes out to for right hand side, right? So ultimately you can say that the dimensions of left hand side matches with the dimensions of right hand side. Thus equation is dimensionally correct. Okay, so this is the way how to calculate, how to evaluate for dimensional formulas, and to use these formulas to apply the concept or apply in checking the correctness of the equations. So I have just solved 2 or 3 equations. So you can solve, you may take number of problems. The approach is same almost. You need to work hard for dimensional formulas, right? And just put up the formulas in left or right side and evaluate. Okay. So in my next topic, I will come with some more applications of dimension analysis. So stay connected. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.